Hello YouTube, welcome back to the channel. Today is going to be a little bit different. Today I want to share a story with you. I was born in the inner city of Detroit and raised primarily by my mother. According to a family member, my mother conceived me for purposes of receiving government assistance, whether it was food stamps, financial aid, or other benefits. Growing up, I never truly felt like I belonged in that household, and I made a vow to leave and never return. My childhood was marked by constant verbal and physical abuse. As a form of punishment, my mother would make me extend my hand and strike the back of it with wooden and/or plastic hairbrushes. I remember carrying a lot of anger during those years. She often told me how I much reminded her of my father, whom she claimed had abused her. Looking back, these experiences shaped me both physically and mentally, making me stronger in ways I didn't fully understand at the time. Years later, I had an unexpected encounter with a man on a city bus, someone who claimed to be my father. We sat and talked about why he left, and his version of the story was vastly different from what I had been told. According to him, my mother was the abuser, the unfaithful partner, and the one who repeatedly called the police on him, leading to a criminal record that altered his life. He told me that leaving me was the hardest decision he ever made, but given the circumstances, he felt he had no choice. Before we parted, he handed me his number and said to call if I ever needed anything. By that time, I was already an adult, and the years I had missed with my father were gone. Naturally, I confronted my mother about what he had told me. Instead of answering, she broke down in tears. That was the last time I ever spoke to her. The story isn't meant to seek sympathy. Instead, it serves as a lesson, particularly for young men, about harsh realities of deception and the lengths some people will go in order to serve their own interests. Fast forward to today, I now own multiple small businesses built entirely through my own efforts. I'm a father of two beautiful children. I often reflect on my past and remember the nights I looked up at the sky asking God, why me? Now in my 40s, I finally understand it was me because I was strong enough to endure. It was me because it prepared me for the challenges I now face with my children's mother, who in many ways seems to have come from the same mold. Life has been a journey of hardship and growth, but I stand here today not as a victim, but as someone who has overcome, and through sharing my story, I hope to provide wisdom to those who may be walking a similar path.